In India, we really don't have any course which is like a 3-week course on urbanization and informal sector. There's nothing like that as of now. I'm trained in urban design, but that doesn't mean that I got trained in how informal settlements work, right? It's only over the course of work that you realize, okay, how do slum dwellers work, or these are the issues of inclusion, and then you start working with the community. If there is a greater enhancement of skill there.
I was interested for 2 reasons. It could help me understand urban poverty a little better, and secondly, to be able to develop methods of research. Plan to apply for a PhD sometime in the future.
People like us who works in the field of journalism, for people who work in the field of activism and scholarly engagement, it is for us to think and rethink and engage critically Indian state actually mean by ag-based policy. So when I came to know about the school, it was a kind of a good impression for me to understand and study the process of urbanization and the very concept of urban.
I've been extremely interested in the experiences of Latin America and Venezuela, and to have read her work and to get the opportunity to have the first interaction with Martha Harnecker.
So many friends coming from NGOs, health workers, lawyer, then activists. So what really important is the congregation of different minds who had worked and who has been working in different fields.
Quite a good representation of people from different parts of the country.
The structure of the course is really great. I think what we would be looking forward also to have a good interaction between participants themselves in probably the next few weeks, so that we can encash on our skills also.
We can give description of our challenges, we can give description of what is happening every day, but what is to be done, what are the new alternatives, are things that can emerge from a program like this. It has been a very satisfactory experience in terms of the exposure to different kinds of people sharing their knowledge and experiences.
I worked with some communities, so there is that understanding of participatory planning, but subjects like economics, politics, they're comparatively new. So to see the development really in all of those lenses, I think that is something which I've taken back from the course, and it's more like a multidisciplinary knowledge which it has been able to build up.
There was a lot I got to know because there were people very, very highly qualified from different sectors engaging with the urban, whether that was academics, law or activism, urban planning and development. There's some skills pretty useful for people in the development sector, like a session on financial appraisals.
It helps me to kind of combine theoretical insights with practical knowledge, challenges on both sectors. So that has been a very helpful and worthwhile experience.
In order to ensure in order to encourage, in order to promote more thinking on what kind of urban futures, not disconnected from rural futures, and as connected to rural futures and the agrarian question we want to build together. So in some ways the school also hopes to contribute to the body of knowledge on specific emergent directions of urban theory and urban thinking.
Urban Action course is essentially a university with a difference. So the idea is to be able to get practitioners, not just to lecture to them, but also to build the knowledge that is available through interactive classes and courses.
Urban Action School provides an opportunity of knowing the larger context so that they can evaluate their interventions at the micro level in terms of the impact they are making on the overall framework.
I think a school like this allows a practitioner a way to take one step back, to reflect back from the kind of complexity that he or she sees every day and be able to understand its patterns and its logic.
If you have people who are engaged in a diverse set of activities, like the group here, who already in a sense have found certain places where they are working, and who therefore can critically look at things grouped together, gathered together and thinking on development issues. I think that is a great boon.
I suppose that these students will return to their places and will help to organize people. That is what we want to do when we want to build a new society, alternative to capitalism, that is fundamentally should be built by the people.
One thing I would definitely do when I go back from here to where I work and where I study is to share whatever I've learned here from the speakers and the participants.
It's kind of rewarding for me. I think it's up to us how we make it, how we reflect upon the things that have been taught to us, that we have discussed together in the session. I've got something to take back home when I go back from here.